In the previous video, we understood ellipse command in AutoCAD 2027. We learned how to create oval shape using ellipse command and how ellipses are useful for furniture layouts, mechanical shapes, symbols, and design elements. Now, in this video, we'll understand another very important command, the hatch command. The hatch command is used to fill the closed area with a pattern, texture, or a solid color. For example, we can use hatch to show walls, concrete, brick, wood, tile flooring, section, areas, insulations, or any material representation in the drawing. Hi, I'm Dipan and welcome back to Cadelyx. AutoCAD 2027 made simple. Let's understand the hatch command in a simple way. Hatch is a pattern or a fill that we place inside the closed area. For example, if we have a rectangle, circle, room boundary, wall section, or any closed shape, we can fill that area with the hatch pattern. This helps us to show that the area has a material, surface, or special meaning. For example, in an architectural drawing, hatch can show flooring or a wall material. In a section drawing, hatch can show concrete, brick, steel, or cut materials. In the simple practice drawing, hatch can also be adjusted to fill area with a color or a pattern. So the simple way to remember this is hatch is used to fill a closed area with a pattern or a solid fill. Before using hatch, there is a very important rule. The area should be closed. That means boundaries should not have any minor gap. For example, if you want to hatch inside the rectangle should be properly closed. If you want to hatch inside the room, the wall should be closed properly. If there is a small gap, AutoCAD may not understand where the hatch should go. This is one of the most common beginner problems with the hatch. Sometimes shape looks like close from far away, but when you zoom in, there is a small tiny little gaps. So remember, hatch work best inside the closed boundaries. There are two common ways to start the hatch command. The first way is from the ribbon. Go to the Home tab, then look at the drawing panel. Here you will see the hatch tool. Click on the hatch tool. Now AutoCAD open the hatch creation options at the top. You will see different hatch patterns, boundary options, pattern settings, scale, angle, and other controls. At first, it may look like there are many options, but don't worry. For beginners, we only need to understand the basic workflow first. The second way to start hatch is by typing. Go to the command line, type hatch, and press enter. This is start the hatch command. Hatch is a shortcut for hatch. Just like we used L for line, C for circle, A for arc, and REC for rectangle. We can use H for hatch. And as always, after starting the command, keep your eye at the command line and the option at the top. AutoCAD will guide you. Now let's create a simple hatch. First, draw a rectangle using a rectangle command. Type REC and press enter. Then, click the first corner. Type D and press enter. Enter the length 10, then enter the width 5. Now place the rectangle inside the drawing area. This gives us a closed boundary. Now, type H and press enter. AutoCAD start the hatch command. Move your cursor inside the rectangle. You will see AutoCAD detect inside the area. Click inside the rectangle. AutoCAD fills the rectangle with the hatch pattern. Then press enter to finish the command. This is the basic hatch workflow. Create a closed boundary, start a hatch, click inside the area, finish the command. Now let's talk about the hatch patterns. When the hatch command is active, you can choose different patterns from the top ribbon area. For example, you may see patterns like line, cross lines, brick, concrete, glass, earth, steel, and many others. Each pattern has different purpose. For beginner practice, don't worry about using the patterns right now. Just select the simple pattern and see how it fills the area. Later when we create the real architectural or technical drawings, we'll use the proper hatch patterns based on the material and the drawing standards. For now, just remember, pattern controls appearance of the hatch. Sometimes, instead of a line pattern, you may want to fill an area with a solid color. For that, you can choose the solid hatch. Solid hatch fills the selected area completely. This can be useful for highlighting areas, creating field symbols, showing design elements, or presenting simple field shapes. For example, if you want to fill rectangle with a solid color, choose the solid from the hatch pattern options. Then click inside the closed area. AutoCAD fill it with the solid shape. So remember, pattern hatch shows the line textures. Solid hatch fills the area completely. Now let's understand hatch scale. Sometimes after applying hatch, the pattern may look too small or too large. For example, the lines may be very close to each other, or they may be too far apart. This is controlled by hatch scale. So if the hatch pattern looks too dense, increase the hatch scale. If the hatch pattern looks too spread out, decrease the scale. You can adjust the scale from the hatch option at the top. This is very important because same hatch patterns can look different depending on the size of your drawing. So don't worry if the hatch does not look perfect at first. Adjust the scale unit to make it clear. Another useful setting is the hatch angle. Angle controls the direction of the hatch pattern. For example, a line hatch may go diagonally in the direction. If you change the angle, the lines rotate. This is useful when you want the pattern to match the certain direction, or when you want two different hatched areas to look different. For beginner practice, you don't need to change the angle too much. Just know that hatch angle controls the rotation of the hatch pattern. There are two common ways to apply hatch. The first method is pick point. This means you click inside the closed area and AutoCAD detects the boundary automatically. This is the easiest method for beginners. The second method is the select boundary object. This means you directly select the object that should receive the hatch, like closed rectangle, circle, or polyline. Both methods are useful. For now, start with the pick point because it's simple. Click inside the closed area and AutoCAD will try to find the boundary. You may also see an option called Associative Hatch. Associative Hatch means the hatch says connected to the boundary. So if boundary changes, the hatch should update with it. For example, if you stretch the closed rectangle, the hatch adjusts with the new shape. This is helpful in a real drawing because design often changes. As a beginner, just remember, associative hatch means the hatch linked to the boundary. You don't need to master this deeply right now, but it is good to know. After creating a hatch, you still can edit it. Click on the hatch. AutoCAD will show the hatch editing options. From there, you can change the pattern, scale, angle, color, transparency, and other settings. So if your hatch looks wrong, you don't always need to delete and start again. You can select and adjust the settings. This is useful when you are testing different hatch patterns or trying to make drawing look cleaner. Hatch is used in many types of different AutoCAD drawings. In architectural drawing, hatch can show walls, tiles, flooring, concrete, brick, wood, and section cuts. In mechanical drawings, hatch can show cut materials in sectional view. In interior drawings, hatch can show floor finishing, carpets, tiles, and design zones. In civil drawings, hatch can show earth, gravel, concrete, roads, or different site areas. So hatch is not just for decoration. It helps us to communicate material, area, drawing information clearly. So let's quickly summarize the hatch command. The hatch command is used to fill the closed areas with pattern or solid colors. You can start with the Home tab inside the Draw panel. You can also type Hatch and press Enter to start it. Hatch works best when the boundary is closed. Pick points let you click inside the drawing area. Select boundary objects let you select the boundary directly. Pattern controls the hatch appearance. Solid fills area completely. Scale controls the size of the pattern. Angle controls the direction of the pattern. And hatch is commonly used for show the work materials, sections, wall, flooring, and finished area. The rectangle command. Type REC and press Enter. Create a simple rectangle. Now, type hatch and press Enter. Choose the simple hatch pattern and click inside the rectangle. Press Enter to finish it. Now, select the hatch and try to change the scale. Make the pattern larger, then make it smaller. After that, try changing the hatch to the solid. This practice will help you to understand how the hatch works inside the boundary. That was the hatch command in AutoCAD 2027. As a beginner, just remember that hatch is used to fill closed areas with a pattern or a solid color. It is very useful to show materials, sections, walls, flooring, and different type of areas in a drawing. Don't worry if the hatch feels little tricky at first. Most hatch problems happen because the boundary is not closed or the scale method is not adjusted properly. Practice it few times with a simple rectangle and circles, and it will become much easier. In the next video, we'll move from the drawing commands to editing commands, starting with the move command. The move command is used to move the objects from one place to another place inside the drawing. So, in the next lesson, we'll understand how to select objects, choose a base point, and move them accurately in AutoCAD. I'll see you in the next lesson.